Nate Cadet! Nate Cadet's gonna win!
To your city, gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the final race of split number 1, the finale, as you could call it. Here for the Sportsman Truck Series, we've got 167 laps here tonight, 250 miles. It's the SpeedyCash.com 250 presented by Hollywood Motorsports. Big thanks to Nathaniel Campbell for going ahead and sponsoring this race and his team, Hollywood Motorsports. Got a little ad read for you here. He just wants to say Hollywood Motorsports is looking for members. Whether it's racers, spotters, or paint makers, we are recruiting for this season and next season. If you're interested in joining or learning more about the team, you can get more information through contacting team owner Nathaniel Campbell. Enjoy the SpeedyCash.com 250 presented by Hollywood Motorsports. Thank you once again to Nathaniel. As we pick it up here, we've got Nashil Condor currently leading the top in qualifying. Got a lot going on here. Looks like Villano is on the track. There he is, Thomas Villano. We're going to go ahead and bring up the standing situation here for the race tonight. Now, with this being the split 1 finale, that means this is the end of the first 8 races of the season. And these are your current standings. Let me go ahead and get rid of everything here. There we go. And there we go. So as you can see here at the top, in your current top 3 positions is going to be Zack Saunders, Nashil Condor, and Noah Nicholson. Now within striking distance tonight is Stephen Menke and maybe Mike Burnett. Henry Kallhoff, it's actually Henry, is just, I think, outside of the reach. But Zack Saunders is 100% locked into the playoffs as of tonight. And then Nashil and Noah, Menke, and Burnett are all going to be battling for the last 2 positions there tonight. So those are your top 5 drivers to watch tonight as we get ready to move into the race here. Should be finishing up qualifying very shortly. While we'll actually wait a second to do the here to do the grid, but we'll just kind of take it through the top 5 right now. So at the top are 3 of those playoff drivers that are out there. That's going to be Nashil Condor, Mike Burnett, and Zack Saunders. They're your top of the board right now. Fast time of 29.98. Now this race will be in the evening. It will be transitioning to nighttime. So we had the practice happening at the in the afternoon, and then as you can see, we've just transitioned to the nighttime. So we'll go ahead and bring up your official grid for the race. All right, let's see here. Why is that like that? There we go. That's what we're looking for. And let's get on a better camera here. We need to find somebody that's on the track, though. There we go. And then get me on TV1. Okay, there we go. Anybody at the front. There we go. Finally found a track. Finally found a car. All right, so starting in first is going to be Nashil Condor. Starting in second in the number 39 truck is going to be Mike Burnett. Starting third, Zack Saunders, followed by Pete Morales. Thomas Villano with probably his best starting spot of the season here in the Andes Frozen Custard Chevrolet there. It's going to be starting 5th for him. That's a great qualifying effort. Chris Burnham going to be starting behind him in 6th. Alan Phillips in the number 50 truck starting in 7th. William Ranson, he's going to be starting in 8th. Ben Lawson is going to be starting 9th. Matthew Owens is going to be starting 10th. Stephen Menke is going to be starting 11th. Nick Vasquez is going to be starting 12th. Sean Derryman, new one to the series here, I believe, is going to be starting 12th. Trey Fraley is going to be starting 13th as we move our grid here. Garth Griswold is going to be starting in 15th. Nathaniel Campbell, the race sponsor here tonight, is going to be starting in 16th. Ryan Taft is going to be starting in 17th. Austin Runkle 18th. Cybran Stoll 19th. Henry Kallhoff in 20th. Sam Bennett 21st. Jim Mott 22nd. Hayden Higginbotham 23rd. John Connor 24th. Robert Fraley, he's going to be 25th. Ari Aman 26th. Cameron Romano 27th. Nate Cadet, your Daytona winner, starting 28th. Joe Gibbons 29th. And Bob Baker rounding off the field in, Mark Schrader, and then Bob Baker in 30th and 31st. All right. So we get ready to go green here at the front of the field. And green flag is out here for the SpeedyCash.com 250, presented by Hollywood Motorsports. Some guys into the wall already in the back there, as they spread out going into turns 1 and 2. 3 and 4 wide down the straightaway here. So they get it pretty well sorted out through the back. That's going to be Zack Saunders up at the front. Ah, you know what? My engine volume's down. I was like, why does it feel so soft? That's why. Oh, there we go. Now we got some bass in there. I actually have to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Now we've got some engine volume there, not just wind. Zack Saunders leading the field. Mike Burnett in tow. So we take a look here from these guys. Stephen Menke, we got a wreck. We got a wreck. It's Thomas Villano. Somebody's blown their engine. Somebody has blown their engine. There is a big crash on the back straightaway. Big crash on the back straightaway. We're going to take a look at that here. Thomas Villano involved. He may have blown his engine. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's get a good camera view here. 78. He's off the wall, down into, oh, that's Alan Phillips. Oh, that's gonna be 2 blown engines if I've ever seen one. Oh, and they collect more. Oh, Villano's on his side. Oh no, Bob Baker and Sam Bennett getting to each other there. Oh, it's a disaster. It's a disaster. Let's see who else. Let's take a look. Looks like Nathaniel Campbell, our race sponsor, was involved. Let's take a look at this from inside of his vehicle here and see what he saw. Oh, we went low, and that's where all the mess is. Nowhere to go. Oh, big damage. As you can see, his left front is not turning. Not a good look for him. That is a bad day for our race sponsor. Up at the front of the field, Zack Saunders, he will be your leader. First stage tonight is at lap number 40. And we've got our first caution here. Just 5 laps in. Actually, it was 3 laps into this race. Big movers off of the start of the race. John Connor up 9 spots. Nate Cadet up 9 spots. Ari Aman up 9 spots. Biggest losers. Thomas Villano down 25. Alan Phillips down 21. Daniel Campbell down 15. Michel Condor down 8, but he started in the pits. So that was a mess, if I do say so myself. Long race tonight, 250 miles. Stage points on the line at lap 40 and lap 80. And then we expect to get some long runs here, probably later in the race. Looks like choose cone here at the line. Seeing the distance there, drivers choosing left and or right. As we get lined up for the first restart of tonight. Field gets sorted out through the sweeping turns of 1 and 2 at Texas. So much track, but so little track to use, I will say. As we get ready to go back green for the first time tonight. Lights on the pace truck are off. Everybody is sorted out and lined up here at Texas Motor Speedway. Zack Saunders ready to lead the field back to green on the restart. Green flag back in the air here at Texas. Zack Saunders with a huge jump. As everything gets sorted out there. Down into turn number 1, Mike Burnett and Zack Saunders. On the inside, we got a car way wide. Huge gaggle of cars here. 2 and 3 wide. You hear them having to check up off the gas a lot there going into turn number 1. 3 wide down the backstretch here. That's going to be Zack Saunders. I believe. No, not Zack Saunders. Who's that in the 66? Oh, it's Nick Vasquez in that 66 truck. Somebody threw the grass there. That's going to be William Ranson there. As the pack slowly works to get sorted out here. And Mike Burnett has taken the lead away from Zack Saunders. But Zack Saunders right in tow. Not going to be giving that up. Without a fight at least. Ten laps into the first 40 lap stage here tonight. Zack Saunders right on the toe. Right in the toe of Mike Burnett here. Number 99. Half flag Ford F-150. Looking for a mistake by the 39 truck. Currently taking up all space that he can. Let's see if the 99 makes a move to the outside or the inside here. These trucks really don't work well. Great battling all throughout the field. Right now we're looking at the leaders. Zack Saunders right on the bumper. Just trying to take some air off, maybe get him a little loose. But these trucks are so bottom heavy that it can be very, very difficult. Listen to the lifting going on there. That's Stephen Menke's truck we're on board with. William Ranson and Henry Kallhoff side by side there. Zack Saunders still right on the tail of Mike Burnett, and that has actually given Chris Burnham an opportunity to close up in here. Mike Burnett looking to make the playoffs with an outstanding performance tonight. As you can see, Zack Saunders, just how close he is there, having to lift going into turn number 1. Mike Burnett getting tight there on the exit. This might leave an opportunity for Saunders going into turn number 3. Is he going to take it? Not yet. These two are teammates in the Cup Series. I don't know where their allegiances lie in the Truck Series, but I can assure you that they will race each other hard no matter what. Nick Vasquez making a rare truck appearance at his home track here in Fort Worth, Texas. As we approach the halfway point in the stage here, just about 5 laps. Zack Saunders still looking to get an edge on Mike Burnett here. He's got to run down the backstretch here. I don't think he's going to have enough to make a move. Not enough to make a move yet. Oh, he hits the apron there. That's going to lose him a little bit of time. That's going to let Chris Burnham close right up on the bumper of that number 99 Affleck truck. Chris Burnham looking to the outside here, going into turn number 1. He's going to back out, give him some space. All 3 of these guys, back road bandit teammates in the Cup Series. As the field slowly but surely gets sorted out here. Zack Saunders running a little high there through 1 and 2, or through 3 and 4. Pete Morales now joining the picture in that 95 SpaceX truck. Looking for something here. Saunders looking to the outside of Burnett this time. Let's see if he can get right to the back bumper of that 39 truck here. And they are going to be nose to tail down the backstretch here. Saunders obviously playing with his food a little bit here, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, where he can pass, where he can't pass. The 39 truck gets a little rotation there in the middle of the corner as the car sets. And those 3 are lined up heavily on the outside. Mike Burnett is absolutely defending that inside line there. As you see, some few cars back there running close. Zack Saunders now side by side with Mike Burnett down the backstretch. Where does the allegiance lie for Chris Burnham? It's going to be with his teammate in the 39, but Saunders just gets the run on the outside. He's going to look to clear him down into 3 and 4. And there is your second pass to the lead. Zack Saunders taking it back over Mike Burnham. 95 of Pete Morales just kind of hanging around, waiting for these back row bandit guys to make a mistake. Let's run around backwards in the field here. Let's find some more battles here now that the battle for the lead is done. Looks like Jim Mott and Trey Fraley are back here battling. As Trey Fraley runs real high into the corner there. Henry Kallhoff here with the 97, and that's going to be John Connor. John Connor right on his tail. Matthew Owens and Nick Vasquez here in the 66 and 34. They are battling hard here. This is for position number 5. As we are halfway through stage number 1. Zack Saunders pacing the field as he has done for most of the season here in the Sportsman Truck Series. Significantly ahead of everyone. Let's get a little number 10 spotlight. All right, let's check in on the 10 here. We got Higginbottom in the number 10 truck here. He's battling with the 247 of Ari Amon, sorry. And the 09 of Sean Derryman. Sam Bennett joining the fray back there as he gives them a little door. Hello, Sam Bennett, as they are almost three wide there. That was Sam Bennett on Mark Schrader Violence there, coming out of turn number 2. That 6 truck is a little scratched up here. A little Ric Flair. He looks to make a pass down the front stretch. He's in the grass. He does not care. Looking down to the inside of the 09 of Sean Derryman. He's going to complete that pass. Bob Baker following behind him there. Those two are teammates here in the Sportsman Truck Series. And oh, Mark Schrader into the wall there. Gets a little loose. Back up in the further front in the field here. This is going to be Henry Kallhoff, William Ranson, and John Connor. This is a battle for the 9th position. And we've got a big battle here. This is a bunch of cars joining the fray here in, this is the top 7 trucks, all within about 0.8 of each other, 0.8 of a second. And that's going to be the 34 of Matthew Adams. Him and Nick Vasquez. Nick Vasquez is not going to take a liking to that. We'll see what sort of payback comes his way there as those two cars have gotten together, exiting turn number 2. 24 laps into the SpeedyCash.com 250, presented by Hollywood Motorsports. You see Nick Vasquez. He's to the outside of Matthew Owens now. There's plenty of good racing here up at the front of the field and in the back of the field. This is going to be Nick Vasquez now on the inside of Matthew Owens. And it looks like he's going to take that spot away from the 34 truck. He does. He clears him down the front stretch. That's a position gain for him. Stephen Menke side by side. That's Pete Morales. He's in the 27 officially, but normally the 6. Looks like we had a little number conflict there with him and Sam. Side by side down the back stretch here, and it looks like Menke's going to clear him. He does. Menke clears him. That's for P4, position number 4. Pete Morales back on the inside, though. He's not going to make the pass easy on him. These guys are door to door out of turn number 4, down into the quad oval here at Texas Motor Speedway. Still door to door. Pete Morales edges him out just by a nose. 27 laps in to 167. This first stage break coming at lap number 40. 1 caution at lap number 4. It looks like Menke's gonna clear the 95. Good shot there from the back bumper of the 6 Amsoil Ford F-150. Nick Vasquez joining the picture. That's gonna be Stephen Menke's Cup Series teammate. Pete Morales a lone wolf out here. No teammates to work with him. And Chris Burnham to the lead. All that happened. Looks like Zack Saunders either made a mistake or got trapped on the high groove. Christopher Burnham takes the lead as now Mike Burnett and Zack Saunders are going to be side by side going in to turn number 3. A lot of action, a lot of passing here for these trucks. Still side by side down into the quad oval here. Right along with Zack Saunders. Stephen Menke is loving this. Watching 2 cars ahead of him as they are still side by side. Oh, Saunders into the wall a little bit. Oh, a little bit of an oopsie there. That's going to give Stephen Menke an opportunity to race him down into 3 and 4 here. Stephen Menke looking to take that 3rd spot away. Most recent winner in the Circuit Cup Series last Wednesday at Martinsville Speedway. Stephen Menke won his way into the playoffs. No winning you're in the Truck Series, however. Got to do that the old-fashioned way by finishing in the top 3 of the split. Tracking right now, Mike Burnett seems to be doing pretty well. I don't have official calculations, so I won't give you any definitive numbers. But just based on who was where and Noah Nicholson not being in attendance tonight, I believe Mike Burnett will most likely be in, barring an unforgettable performance, as we are 3 wide. That's Pete Morales. He's come out of nowhere, and he's going to make a move. That's going to be Zack Saunders to the bumper Morales there. Nick Vasquez joining the fray. Matthew Owens as well. And Pete Morales is going to swoop in and take that 3rd position. 9 laps to go in stage number 1. And caution is out. caution is out, the second caution of the day. Looks like Sam Bennett and Bob Baker have had... Oh, Pete Morales just got spun. Let's back that up real quick and see what happened there. Looks like he checked up. The 6 tried to avoid him. So, miscommunication there. Let's see what happened here with Sam Bennett and Bob Baker. Oh, looks like Bob Baker had a little bit of an oopsie there. Sam and Bob involved, not too much damage there. Oh, Bob hit the inside wall. That's a concrete wall. That is, his engine is not going to like that. Let's see one more time from Bob's point of view. Let's go ahead and bring out the chopper cam for this. Let's see what happened. Looks like he's pointed at the wall already. Did he just... Oh, looks like he hit the wall hard out of 3 and 4. Let's go ahead and take a look here. And, oh, him and Mark Schrader get together. Oh, that's a hard hit for Bob Baker. Right front, he's slow. Into the wall again. Looks like his right front can't turn. Sam Bennett just doing some evasive maneuvers. The 09 as well, but that might be an end to Bob Baker's night tonight prematurely. Here near the end of stage number 1. A lot of cars coming down pit road here, most likely to flip the stage. Of them, Nashil Condor, Cameron Romano, Jim Mott, Austin Runkle, Joe Gibbons, Hayden Higginbottom, Mark Schrader, Trey Fraley, Robert Fraley, Ben Lawson, Pete Morales, Bob Baker, who had damage. Everybody else is out. So about 5 or I'd say about 10 cars there flipping the stage. Oh, a lot of people pit. I take that back. Only 4 cars stayed out. That's going to be Garth Griswold, Sean Derriman, Ari Aman, and oh, nope, they're all coming in now. Who was that? It looks like they all pit now. So no, everyone has pit. Just took him a second time around, except for the 00 of Garth Griswold. He's going to try and stay out and see if he can stay in the top 10. That'll be a good learning moment here right now. Seeing how many, it looks like, I don't want to call this incorrectly, but I think that the 00 has qualifying tape on his car. Hold on. We got the drone out for this. The 00 has qualifying tape on his vehicle there. Up at the front. So that's interesting. I don't know if he forgot to change his setup. But if you go to Chris Burnham... Oh, no, Chris Burnham has it as well. Okay, never mind. Oh, wait, a lot of these guys... So this right here is what it looks like without qualifying tape. And this is what it'll look like, or this is better accentuated here. That is qualifying tape. So that red tape right there is qualifying tape. And you can see here on the number 99 that he does not have that tape on there. That is very interesting. That some of these setups are using it and others are not. Now that can run the engine hot, but it also generates extra downforce. So there's a two-way dynamic there. Caution number 2 coming at lap number 32. We'll have a 5-lap dash to the end of the stage here. It looks like after that crash, the 95 of Pete Morales finds himself in 26th. Looks like some choose cone going on there, some shenanigans. A lot of shenanigans there happening at the choose cone. As we get ready to go back green. Leading the field to green is going to be the 00 of Garth Griswold. Out of Trenton, Missouri. Truck Series and Cup Series driver. we'll see what kind of jump he gets and just how much these new tires are going to eat him up. Tire's a big deal, as you can see there. The 00 Garth Griswold falling through the field completely at the end of turn number 1. Zack Saunders, Mike Burnett, side by side here. This is for position number 2 in the stage. Stage is in just a few laps. Got coming to 2 laps to go in the stage, as we are side by side here. Saunders and Burnett leading a train of about 4 rows, 8 cars that are side by side. Looks like 6 now. Matthew Owens and Nick Vasquez, they've been battling all race. They find themselves side by side again here. As we come to the white flag for stage number 1. Stephen Menke getting held up there by Matthew Owens. Ryan Taft sitting in 11th, just outside stage points right now. It's a gaggle of cars here. Ryan Taft, the odd car, outran William Ranson. Huge move down to the inside there. And 97 of John Connor getting loose. A lot of guys getting loose. Looking for some stage points. And yellow flag should be coming out just about now. And there it is. Caution is out. The end of stage 1. We'll get you your running order here in just a moment. Winner of the stage is going to be Mike Burnett in the 39. Chris Burnham. Or no, Burnham? Oh no, it's Burnham is the winner of the stage 1. Mike Burnett is going to be stage 2, or second place in the stage. Saunders is going to be 3. Owens is going to be 4. Vasquez 5. Menke 6. Kallhoff 7. John Connor 8th. Nichelle Condor 9th. And William Ranson is going to finish 10th as your top 10 at the end of stage number 1. Time for pit stops as we get ready for stage number 1 pit stops. If there is going to be any pit stops, I guess, now that I think about it. A lot of drivers may have flipped the stage here. Let's see if any of them elect to go in. The 99 of Saunders looks like he might be. 39 of Burnett. Nope, nothing there. Not having anything there. Everybody's staying out, looks like. The 00 Garth Griswold was the first, and it was the only driver not to pit at the end of stage number 1. You see him going down there. A couple more cars at the back of the pack there taking the bid in as well. Lucky Dog coming outside. Looks like that is Nathaniel Campbell. That is your race sponsor right there. He is currently a lot of laps down, sadly. Tracking about 30 laps down. So that means that there's nobody else on the track that is a lap down. So the drivers have either wrecked out completely or they're still here, is what it seems like. I'm going to run to the bathroom momentarily here while we get ready for stage number 2. I'll be right back. All right, we should be coming to the choose cone here this time by. Stage 1 complete. We should have roughly 35 laps in stage 2. Should be about 5 laps less than stage number 1. Mike Burnett in a good position here to qualify for the playoffs, barring any disasters. He has 9 points in the stage tonight. That would put him, that'd be 22, 26. So he's currently 12 points behind Noah Nicholson at the end of stage number 1. So barring him wrecking out of the race and finishing in last, a good stage here could put him in a position to make the playoffs from split number 1. Next week, we'll be heading to Talladega Superspeedway to kick off split number 2. And we'll have an off week during Dover week. And we got Kansas and Darlington. A lot of great racing. A lot of great tracks coming up. A lot of really fun tracks. High-speed tracks. Skilled tracks. Everything you got. We get ready to restart here for stage number 2, 35 lap run till lap 80. And green flag is out. Christopher Burnham leading us back to green. And the 6 of Sam Bennett, he's spinning. Caution is out. Caution is out off the restart. That's going to be the number 6 of Sam Bennett. Let's take a look at what happened there. Oh! And he blew his engine, folks. Money shift. That's what we like to call that. A good old-fashioned money shift. And he may have blown his engine for the race. He blew his engine. Looks like he's done. Looks like your car is toast. Let's see if we can pull him up here for an interview. Looks like your car's toast. Tow it to the pit lane. Sam Bennett, you are in the broadcast booth.
How's it going?
Did you pull the lever the wrong way?
I did.
We can tell.
I pushed when I should have pulled.
I pushed when I should have pulled. And
Juked when I should have drived.
that's why I prefer to do H pattern. Less of that. Because these cars, so the reason that the Cup cars have a sequential shifter is because they have a block in them that doesn't let you do that. So if you shift when you're not supposed to shift, well then you can't blow the engine. But these cars do not have that feature, that safety feature. So welcome to the shifter gang, Sam Bennett. I also money shifted in my second race ever using a shifter at Talladega. I spun across the start-finish line at Talladega, so you're not alone.
Nope. There's time to fuck up at Talladega.
There is. So, all right. Well, you want to hang out here with me, or you want to go back down there with Jim?
We'll see.
All right, I'll send you back down there for now. But you're welcome anytime, sir.
Okay.
Sam Bennett out for the race. Broken transaxle. We never did get an opportunity to interview our stage winner. Let's go ahead and take the opportunity to do that right now. Christopher Burnham, this is Corey in the broadcast booth. How you doing today?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Congratulations on your stage number 1 win. How's the track feeling out there?
It's building pretty tight later into the run, but not bad right now.
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of different strategies on burning up tires early in the run, trying to stay out front versus using them up later in the run or in the middle of the run. Seems like guys really have to choose when to push their truck here tonight.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm not a good one at saving tires, so we'll see. I expect to fall back if we have a long run.
Absolutely, yeah. So far you're doing well, so congratulations on your stage number 1 win. You're not in here for points right now for split number 1, but we expect to see you up there at split number 2 starting next week. So congratulations, and pass my best wishes on to Mr. Burnett.
9-4.
Alrighty, I'm going to get you back down there now. That's Christopher Burnham, your stage number 1 winner. As we get ready to go, I believe, to the choose cone here. Ryan Taft, Cameron Romano, the only 2 cars to pit under this caution. A lot of guys going low. Looks a lot like Martinsville choose cone out there, if you ask me. So we get ready to go back green here. That would be our 4th caution, so this will be our 4th restart. And green flag back in the air. Mike Burnett getting into the grass there on the restart. I don't really think it's it. I don't think it's grass. I don't know. Maybe it is grass. Yeah, it's still grass here. I believe in real life it's turf now. As those two jump out to a massive lead, looks like Zack Saunders got stuck on the outside there. So we are all sectioned out here on the backstretch as we get ready for the second long run of the stage. Lap number 51. So we are almost 3 wide going into turn 1. Zack Saunders, a little scuff on the side of his truck there. Looks like he may have gotten into another driver there. And looks like we've got another caution out on the track for Nate Cadet and Robert Fraley Jr. So that'd be Trey Fraley, I believe. Let's take a look at what happened here. 32. Oh, is that the 16 just hitting the wall there? A little interesting. Let's take a look at that one more time. This would be Robert Fraley. Oh, just a little too much arc there. The 32 gets collected. No major damage on the 32 besides what happened on the wall there. Those are tires down there, so if the 16 survived that first hit on the wall, which we could actually take a look at the right front suspension here and see if it's broken. Looks okay. This cam here is brought to you by GoPro. We just stuck one right on the side of Robert Fraley's car, so thank you to GoPro for allowing us to do that. It might be a little smashed after the contact, but it was supplied by GoPro. Actually, it looks like he hit it pretty flat, so I don't think he'll have too much wheel damage there. Yeah, let's hit the tires. It should be okay. Not too much damage there for the 16 truck. As cautions breed cautions, and we have been plagued by another one. This will be the 5th caution of the night here in Dallas-Fort Worth, Texas. Zack Saunders sitting in 5th. Bob Baker in the 11 car. He's going to be your lap wave car here. He's currently 11 laps down after his early race incident. We are continuing to pace here under the yellow flag. We should be at 2 to green here, coming to the choose cone this time. A lot of clean trucks still up here at the front of the field. Lap number 55, so we are 25 laps away from the end of stage number 2. Christopher Burnham leads the way, has since the end of stage number 1, the last 10 laps or so. Past teammate Mike Burnett to win the stage. Mike Burnett looking to secure a playoff spot tonight with a good stage 2 finish, and then if he finishes well in stage 2, we can calculate exactly where he needs to finish in stage at the end of the race to make the playoffs. It will only be roughly if he finishes 20th or higher tonight, he'll be okay. If he finishes, I believe he's 12 points back right now, so that would put it at 24th. So if he finishes 24th or higher in this race, he will have a playoff spot secured. There are 24 cars on the track right now, so I want to go ahead and say he's pretty much safe, barring a disaster like a blown engine. If he blows his engine, he might not be safe. But Mike Burnett might be safe if he has a good stage finish. If he has a good stage finish, this stage, he will pretty much be locked into that third and final playoff spot. So that would make our top 3 playoff drivers: Zack Saunders, the Shill, Condor, and... Oh, well, I guess Menke's actually up. I lied. Stephen Menke's actually ahead of him battling for the playoff spot. I completely forgot about this. And actually, he's going to be battling Menke. So this has actually turned. The tables have turned. The turntables have turned. Mike Burnett and Stephen Menke are actually battling for this third playoff position. Menke was actually started off this race approximately 17 points ahead of Mike. So I think that Menke just needs to stick around Mike for the rest of this race, and he'll actually make the playoffs ahead of Mike. That is completely my bad. I dropped the ball there. I completely overlooked Stephen Menke in that 6 truck. Menke's actually in the 27 right now, but we'll have to continue to monitor that. As we get ready to go back green here, Chris Burnham will have control of the field once again. And green flag in the air. Mike Burnett, Chris Burnham on the bottom line there. Great jump for that bottom line. So that's Matthew Owens taking it well high through turn number 1 and 2. He's going to have a big run down the straightaway there. .23 laps to go here in stage number 2. Chris Burnham leads the way. Mike Burnett and Stephen Menke on his tail. So this is actually a Stephen Menke versus Mike Burnett battle. That's the story of the day here. Saunders is... Oh! And just as I say that, Stephen Menke has an issue. Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look at that again. We might have to bring out the far chase view for this one. Doesn't look like there's going to be a lot of damage on that 6 truck. He hit it pretty flat. Oh boy, some good old-fashioned net code for you there. No one at fault for that one, really. It looked like Saunders had it straightened out, but it just it gave him a good old whack. Look at how much space there was in between them. iRacing thought he was there, and he was not. Let's take a look on the right front. Suspension of Stephen Menke, just a little scratch there. Looks like this car should be okay. Yeah, it looks like the wheel's still turning okay, but that will put him near the back of the pack here. That was a wild net code. Looks like he is going to enter the pit lane here. Take a look at it. See if he takes any tires here. No tires, just damage here for the 6 truck. And that's going to hurt Stephen Menke's playoff hopes. But still a lot of time left here. The 39 will close the gap, but he may not catch him if Menke gets back up there by the end of this. Coming to the choose cone here with 18 laps to go in stage number 2. Christopher Burnham still leading the way. Looks like it's a 50-50 split there for choose cone. Robert Fraley making it out right in front of the field there. As we get ready for our 6th restart of the night, Christopher Burnham still leads the way. We'll have 17 laps left in stage number 2 here, and that'll be roughly the halfway point through this race as well. Should be 6 cautions so far in this race. Pace truck is into the pit lane here. Zack Saunders on the outside, Christopher Burnham on the inside. And we are back green here at Texas. Great jump on the inside as always. I'll end up there as the 2 teammates. Looks like that outside line just loses so much time on the restart. Very reminiscent of Martinsville last week. As we continue to get things sectioned out all throughout the field. We are approaching 15 laps to go. Nick Vasquez, Zack Saunders getting into it down there. 15 laps to go in stage number 2. Zack Saunders and Nick Vasquez battling hard here. This is for the 5th position. In front of them is Chris Burnham, John Connor, Mike Burnett, and Henry Kallhoff. Zack Saunders in your top 5 there. Nick Vasquez getting a little close to the apron there. That 35 truck is right on the bumper of the 97. He's pushing his way forward. The 97 looks to the outside of the 83 as they come onto the backstretch here. 14 laps to go at the stand here. Mike Burnett falling back through the field. Zack Saunders passing. Vasquez going to take a beat at him here. That 97 is flying right now. He's on the outside of Christopher Burnham here with 14 laps to go. John Connor down into turn number 2. He is going to lose a little bit of time on that outside groove. It is absolutely just treacherous. And he's going to cross over. And he is on the inside of turn number 3, looking to take the lead away from Christopher Burnham. New leader 97, that's John Connor to the front of the field. The 35, that's going to be Henry Kallhoff. He's looking to the inside as well. He wants a crack at the front position. 83, 35, 97, put him under a blanket. The 35 is going to take second place away. That's Henry Kallhoff. The 83 back to the bumper of Kallhoff as they battle down the backstretch. This is exactly what the 97 wants to see as he prepares to run away if they continue to battle. The 35, he's got some speed back up to the bumper of the 97. Look at this out of turn 3. Absolutely fantastic battle at the front of the field here. Completely mixed it up away from those back row bandit teams. 97 still clear of the 35 down the backstretch here, or down the out of turn number 2. The 35 gets a little tight. 83 is forced to go high. The 99's behind him. Will they have enough momentum to clear him before turn 3? It looks like they won't. 35 and 83 side by side here at turn number 3. Henry Kallhoff, Christopher Burnham, Zack Saunders put the top 4 under a blanket. This is anybody's stage. The rest of the field behind them has gotten sectioned out. The 97 loves watching these two run side by side. They're burning their stuff up. He's running away with the stage. With how big of a hole that these trucks punch in the air, looks like he finally got clear of them there. The draft is so huge that he'll never truly be able to run away with it. We might see that in the latter parts of stage number 3 as we approach the checkered flag, but once we get a pit cycle. But as of right now, the 97 is in a fantastic position to take this stage. Coming to 8 laps to go. See back here, we are getting feisty. This is for the 6th position. Nick Vasquez, Matthew Owens, these two have been around each other all race, battling, enduring, everything for these guys. Nick Vasquez looking to the inside of Matthew Owens. He's going to find it. And the caution is out. That's going to be the 10 car of Higginbottom bringing out the yellow flag. Let's take a look at what happened here. That's the 10 car there. Oh, that looks like some net code there with him. And oh, big hit. That's a blown engine on the 10. Way to lock it down there and ensure that nothing crazy happens further. Let's take a look at that one more time. Does it look like there may have been some net code between him and the 25? That's Jim Mott. Oh, yeah. Big time net code there with him and the 25. That's just unfortunate for the 10 car. They both had it completely under control, but iRacing again just decides that the 10 car no longer is welcome here. We'll take a look at it one more time. Just for good measure, we'll slow it down. And you can see they are nowhere near each other. They had tons of space there, but iRacing decided that they were not allowed to race anymore, and that's probably going to be the 10 cars race up into the marbles. No chance of stopping there. Bumper gone. And it looks like that's going to be the race for the 10 car. We'll take a look at if Jim Mott gets a penalty for that. Be interesting to see as he's having trouble in his pit box here. Taking tires, flipping the stage. Not a whole lot anybody can do about that. The netcode is out in droves tonight for a lot of these cars. That was our second netcode incident. The first one was between Zack Saunders and Stephen Menke. 97 car of John Connor. He is leading the way here. The Pepper and Pumpkin Racing Chevrolet Silverado. Can't be mad where he's at right now. Front of the field. Might as well be the pace car. We will have a short dash to the end of stage number 2, however. This is not his stage just yet. As we take a look, a lot of people stayed out for stage points here. Not a lot of people flipped the stage. As we take a look, is Jim Mott in the end of the line? Well, he is because he pit. But will he have an end of the line penalty for that incident is the question. The number 25 Rackley roofing truck. Looks like he is staying out. No second pit stop for him. Believe we've still got. We're now 2 to green. Don't believe he has a penalty for that. We will continue to monitor, of course. Back in the 21st position. All eyes on John Connor at the front of the field. Now, I want to say John Connor's in the top 10 in the standings of the Cup Series, but I don't think he is. He's not. For some reason, I thought he was. John Connor is in 7th position in the Truck Series standings, 195 points. So even with a stage win here, I don't think it's going to be possible for him to make the playoffs in this split. But as it stands right now, whoever loses is whoever's on the losing end of Mike Burnett and Stephen Menke. And then Henry Kallhoff and John Connor and Zach Johnson. Those are going to be your 3 to watch in split number 2. Your 4 to watch in split number 2. Jim Mott is at the rear of the field. Did he get a penalty for that is the question. Looks like he's letting a lot of cars by, maybe. End of line. Is he choose coning? Because if he's choose coning, he's probably not got a penalty. Looks like he may have the penalty here. He's hanging pretty far back from the field. Nonetheless, all eyes on the 97 of John Connor. As we get ready for the 7th restart of the night. Four laps to go after the restart here. Pace truck is in the pits. 97 of John Connor has control of the field. And green flag is in the air. John Connor out to a harrowing lead here. back here. It's Mike Burnett down the inside. Chris Burnham right on the tail of John Connor here. He's looking to the outside, maybe looking to the inside. I don't know why it's giving us this weird view. We don't want it. I want this one. 3 laps to go here in stage number 2. The top 8 cars are single file. Ryan Taft finds his way into the top 10. Also back on a meteoric rise, that's going to be the 95 of Pete Morales. He finds himself in 9th position after being spun earlier under yellow. He got some damaging to fix up, put himself at the back of the pack, slowly been working his way up here in stage number 2. John Connor in that clean air, though, he has got the run. 97 down to turn number 3 and 4, coming to the white flag for stage number 2. Chris Burnham looks to do a crossover into turn number 1. Not going to happen. The 97 down on the white line. Does he slip up off the corner there after hitting the apron? He does not. Great corner by John Connor there in the 97. And now he's just got to hold that sucker to the floor and power his way around to his first stage win of his MCRO career. 97, John Connor, stage number 2 winner here in Texas. Henry Kallhoff and Mike Burnett battling to the line there. Looks like Mike Burnett may have gotten him. Ryan Taft finishes 7th in the stage. William Ranson 8th. Michelle Condor and Cameron Romano finishing it off with a nice stage point in 10th. Sadly, it looks like John Connor is not in the Discord, so we will not have a stage-winning interview there. But congratulations to the 97 of John Connor, his first MCRL stage win here in Texas. As we now get ready for pit stops here. And let's take a look at who gets out. Looks like the 35 and the 97. Gonna be side by side. That's gonna be close. Christopher Burnham makes it out in front. And there it is. Burnham is out in front. Kallhoff 2nd. Connor 3rd. Burnett in 4th. As we continue here down the line. Somebody took 2 tires there. 8.1 seconds. Bob Baker getting another waiver on there. Nick Vasquez, Ben Lawson, and Jim Mott flipped the stage. So that's going to put the 66 truck as your control car. Looks like John Connor did join the Discord. Let me see if I can grab him here for an interview. Stage number 1 winner. Maybe if I can get you in time. Bear with me, bear with me, bear with me, bear with... I don't see you. Am I blind? I think I'm blind. Oh, there you are. Alrighty, John Connor, this is Corey in the booth. You got a copy? Looks like
Yeah, I gotcha.
Awesome. Congratulations on your first stage win here in the MCRL. How's it feeling out there?
1 and 2, I feel pretty good in 1 and 2, but 3 and 4, everyone seems to be better than me. So,
Yeah, it seems like
um,
you got a good arc into 1 and 2 that gives you a good run there. It helped you set up a pass on Burnham there about 20 laps ago
yeah,
in the stage.
yeah, it's been really fun so far.
3 and 4, is it flat out for the entire run, or are you having to lift a little bit?
It's flat out the entire run. Until like later in the run, if you're side by side, you have to lift on the bottom like big time,
Otherwise, you'll run
or at
each
least
other
I
over.
do. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, you're coming to the choose cone here. I don't want to hold you for too long, but congratulations on
Yeah.
your stage win, and hopefully we see you here at the end of the race up at the top.
Yeah, hopefully. Thank you.
Yeah. Good luck. That is John Connor, number 97, stage number 2 winner here in Texas. We get ready for the choose cone here. Nick Vasquez, Ben Lawson, and Jim Mott up at the front of the field. They flipped the stage, looking for track position here. Let's take a look at where everyone goes. That's 3 cars down at the bottom. That'll be 3 cars up at the top, 2 cars up at the top. You can see a lot of guys opted for that top groove. First 3 cars elected for the bottom groove. That's Nick Vasquez, Ben Lawson. Those are 2 teammates. Jim Mott. This is the last competitive top-tier car on the track with Bob Baker and Sam Bennett both having issues earlier in the race. Mike Burnett, 3rd place on the outside line. You know who we haven't seen in a while is Stephen Menke. There he is at the way back of the pack back there. He definitely didn't get stage points. Mike Burnett finished, I believe, 3rd in that stage, so that would give him 16 total stage points. So those two are going to be neck and neck for the final playoff spot. Menke is going to need a remarkable 3rd stage here to save his chances, barring a Mike Burnett meltdown, which we are not used to seeing, or we are used to seeing that. Sam Bennett back on the track in the back there after blowing his engine. Happy to see that. He is currently 38 laps down for Sam Bennett. 37 laps down. As we get ready to go back green here, Nick Vasquez is going to lead our field to green for the 8th time tonight. And green flag is in the air. Bottom line getting a jump as always. Top 2 and 3 cars are sectioned out. Looks like Jim Mott is in the middle, 3 wide, nope, 2 wide there. That's Zack Saunders. John Connor stuck behind him there on the inside. He's going to look to make a move up onto the top groove there. Side by side is Ryan Taft. Ryan Taft powering on the outside. Henry Kallhoff to the bottom there. Looks kind of like a super speed racer. Oh, the 86 a little loose there. That was scary. And the 25 truck on the grass there. It's taking a shortcut. It's taking a shortcut. So we look up near the front here. You see the 35, the 86 of Ryan Taft and Ben Lawson. They're side by side. The 97 of John Connor. He won their stage number 2. He's stuck behind those guys that are 2 wide as well. Currently sitting in 8th place. And he's going to cross under him here. This is going to be Ben Lawson with a fancy move there. Ryan Taft driving that real deep into the corner. As Christopher Burnham and Nick Vasquez are side by side. Mike Burnett's going to take it 3 wide bottom. And the 66 into the 2. He spins him around. He spins him around. That's going to be a caution. Caution comes out. Chris Burnham spun by Nick Vasquez. That may carry over into Wednesday. 2 front runners in the Cup Series get together in the Truck Series. You never want to see that get collected. Let's take a look at what happened. We saw it live, but we're going to take a look back here at what just happened. They are 3 wide. Let's take this chopper style. Gets him loose, sends him up the track. We saw that enough this weekend here in Texas in the real life. As soon as you get up in that third lane, those bumps just send you wild. There was no shot of him saving that. And, oh, left front tap on the wall. That's not going to be good for the steering. And I can tell you right now, that 83 driver is not happy with what just happened there. We'll go back and watch it again in full speed here from that chopper cam. And you can see there, definitely going to be some left front damage, some left front wheel well damage for that 83 as he gets up in the marbles there, and that car just lets go. There's nowhere for him to go at that point. Shouldn't be significant damage, but I can tell you that he is not happy. As we take a look here, Nick Vasquez moving back through the end of the field here. That will be an end-of-line penalty for the 66 truck. As expected, that was full contact on the left rear quarter panel of that truck, and that will send him to the back. And that will put your two back row bandit teammates back at the front of the field, specifically in the hunt for the playoffs, the number 39 of Mike Burnett. "77 laps to go here at the line. Strategy will come into play here pretty soon. I believe you can get about 55 to 60 laps on a tank of gas here. So you have to think once they cross that threshold, they're going to bring it down. I haven't had the chance to do the cone of shame yet, so let's go ahead and do that. Lap 87 incident, Nick Vasquez EOL for causing the caution. Cone of shame. Shame, shame, shame. Makes cautions a little more fun when I get to do that. That one was pretty easy to pick out. The other ones were a lot of net code. We'll take it back to the front of the pack now after we have shamed Nick Vasquez. I'll have to remember to do that for everybody else moving forward here. And Chris Burnham and Nick Vasquez are going to be right next to each other there. So that might be some back of the pack shenanigans that we need to tend to later tonight. Take a look at what else everybody will think. Ryan Taft up into third position there following the host of penalties and spins that just happened. So that's a good run for the 86 Razor F-150 there. Choose cone complete here as we get ready for the 9th restart of the night. Just like real life Texas, cautions have been bred by cautions. And we will have to take a look here. The 2 car of Nick Vasquez is up there with Christopher Burnham. And that's going to be it's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Mike Burnett is going to lead us to green here as we enter lap 92 of 167, 250 miles here tonight. Both stages are complete. Christopher Burnham and John Connor, your stage 1 and 2 winners, as we are back green here at Texas. Mike Burnett with a huge, huge jump there. He's gone. Side by side here. Ryan Taft losing some positions on the restart. John Connor back up into that second position. He's cut his way back through the top 10 after being trapped near the end of the top 10 after some pit stops. He's looking for some help from the 35 to catch that 39 truck. That truck looks to be on absolute rails tonight. The 35 down the inside of the 97. They're now side by side. The 97 running wide. That's going to be Henry Kallhoff. He's going to be looking for the second position here on the 97 truck. Half a door down. 97 on the high groove there. They've all got it pinned to the floor here through 3 and 4, as we heard earlier from our drivers. It looks like the 97 is just going to fall in line and concede that position there. Looks like they might be side by side still, actually. They're door to door. Side by side down into turn number 3, 97 of John Connor, 35 of Henry Kallhoff. Wheel well to wheel well. The top groove does get a better run out of the corner, but it looks like there they just both had it pinned to the floor, and the 86 is looking to get under the 97 now as well. As you can see, he is holding tough here through turn 2, and he's going to clear him. He's going to try and turn him. Oh, try to cross under him. As they get sectioned out there, let's take a look back further. There's your 10th place car, Pete Morales, battling almost 3 wide with Chris Burnham and Stephen Menke. Zack Saunders up there too. That's a good pack of 4 cars right there. That's 4 good drivers running nose to tail side by side. Everyone getting slowly sectioned out here, as Dairyman found his way into the top 10 as well. He's right ahead of Christopher Burnham, who, after being spun from second position, third position, second? I think he was in second at the time. It's found his way back into 9th. Problem is now is he doesn't have draft in front of him. Tons of battling all over the place here, as it looks like Henry Kallhoff has found his way to the front of the field. New leader 35 truck, the 97 of John Connor. Mike Burnett's truck just falls off a cliff after about 10 laps into the run, as you see John Connor going to the inside now. As they get side to side there, real close to touching. It looks like Connor is going to find his way around. That 39 truck just has the short run speed, but it does not have the long run speed that he's looking for. But as long as he stays within You know, if as long as he stays in third, I think he might edge out Menke. It's going to be real close, especially with Menke falling back on that stage. Oh, big move there by the 39 down to the inside of the 97. He's looking to get that spot back. This is exactly what Henry Kallhoff wants to see. Mike Burnett takes that second position backhandedly. Zack Saunders now battling with Chris Berman. This is for the 9th position. We are 104 laps into a 167 lap race. Haven't plugged the Cup Series in a while, so let's go ahead and kick it over for that. We got a Cup Series race here at Texas. Make sure you join us Wednesday night, 8:15 p.m. 200 lap race at Texas. This, of course, is the SpeedyCash.com 250 presented by Hollywood Motorsports. Big thanks to Nathaniel Campbell for sponsoring this race. And he just wants you guys to know that Hollywood Motorsports is always recruiting. So make sure you reach out to him if you have any interest in joining a team for any sort of role, whether it be painting purposes or for setup purposes. Anything that you can bring to the team, they are searching. Mike Burnett, John Connor, and Henry Kallhoff, they are nose to tail here. This is for the first position. That 35 truck is in first. The 97 is itching to win a race here tonight. He's got a good truck. It's been on rails. It's good in the long run, but we are still going to have a pit stop here in this final stage. Whether it comes under yellow or green will be the next decision these drivers get to make. They are nose to tail, just trying to figure it out right now. The 97's got it figured out through 1 and 2. Everybody else has got it figured out through 3 and 4. He's got his left side of his car figured out there, and he's going to get underneath that 39. That's going to be some positioning for the 97 if he can finish it off in 1 and 2 here. It's going to be close. 97 pins it down to the bottom of the track. Is that going to be enough to clear the 39 is the question. They're going to be side by side down the backstretch here. Going into turn number 3. They're going to door each other there. 97 still underneath the 39. Big battle here for second place. Again, the 35 is looking on with a smile and a grin. These are the two fastest cars besides him on the track, and watching them burn their stuff up here is a great day for him. The 97 and the 39. The 39 is going to just give him a little boop there. Cross him over through 1 and 2. Is he going to have the run down 3 and 4? The 34, Matthew Owens, joins the fray here. As they are all now lined up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in a row here for your top 5. As now John Connor gets to focus forward on that 35 truck of Henry Kallhoff. It's going to be right up in front of him there. Ryan Taft and Nichelle Condor, they are battling here. This is for the 6th position. And the 97 of John Connor making a move for the lead here. He's going to clear the 35. New leader, John Connor, 97. That long pace truck finds his way to the front once again after winning stage number 2. It took him about 30 laps, but he has found his way to the front here with just under 45 laps to go. 45, 55? 55 laps to go, I think? Yeah, 55. Apologies. No, that is 45. No, is that 45? Yeah, that's no. I don't know. I can't math right now. 120, that'd be 47. So yeah, 55 laps to go. Gosh, my brain hurts. As now that 35 truck is experiencing some issues there. Maybe his tire's starting to fall off. It seems like after about 30 laps, these cars just hit, they hit a wall, and the 97's truck just takes off. Everybody getting slowly single-filed out here. Nick Vasquez, he's side by side on Mark Schrader. This is for the 13th position here. These two are side by side through 1 and 2. That 12 truck found some serious speed up in that high groove. Came out of nowhere. Continuing to monitor battles throughout the field. Joe Gibbons and Sean Derryman here. Side by side going into turn number 3. This is for the 20th position. Stephen Menke and Nichelle Condor entrenched in a battle here as well. This is for the 10th position. These two got together earlier in the race under yellow, caused the 95 to get some damage. We'll see if any payback is returned here. 95 looks like he was collected in a few more incidents since then. Probably not too happy about that. Ryan Taft and Matthew Owens. Nope, Ryan Taft and Ben Lawson, sorry. They're about to be 3 wide here. Christopher Burnham down the backstretch. He gets sectioned out there. Ryan Taft is sideways. Zack Saunders inside of him. There we go. He gets sorted out again. Chris Burnham to the inside of Ryan Taft. We're going to start seeing pit stops here very, very shortly as we approach halfway mark on the stage. Chris Burnham looking to overtake Ryan Taft here into turn number 3. Ryan Taft goes high. Zack Saunders right on the tail of Chris Burnham there. And they're going to rip on the inside there of Mr. Taft. Nichelle Condor joining the party here as well, just looking for a little bit of clean air. He'll find it in that middle groove as the 86 pushes high. Great battle here. John Connor, he's got about a 0.7 second lead. Good side-by-side battle. This is for third. Matthew Owens and Henry Kallhoff as they pass the truck of Robert Fraley there, lap down truck. The question is when do the pit stops begin? That will be the question. Mike Burnett, Henry Kallhoff, side by side for the second position. Now these two have been entrenched in a second place battle for a majority of this race. John Connor, the 97, going on the inside there. I think that's Ari Amon. The 247 truck up there. He goes a lap down. Respectful racing there by the 247 to just stay out of the way of the leaders. Lap traffic starting to become a theme here. Zack Saunders, he's looking to the inside now of Ryan Taft. They're still working on Taft. Finally going to clear him here out of 4. Nichelle Condor is next, unless Taft can finally fall into line, which he will. Not lose any more positions there. Next closest battle is between the 8 and the 09. This is Sean Derryman and Joe Gibbons. 8 and the 09. Looks like we have our first pitter. This could be the 18 of Austin Runkle. He is the first one into the pit lane here. And he will come out 1 lap down from the leaders. Looks like he is now 2 down from the leaders. Yes, Austin Runkle was actually 4 down from the leaders, so he is not the first lead lap car to pit. So 78 of Thomas Villano up there. He had an early race incident, lap number 4. After qualifying 5th, it was his best start in the series. Zack Saunders now working on Ben Lawson. As we run through the field here, looking for some more good battles. John Connor approaching some more lap trucks ahead, I believe. Looks like the... Oh no, I still got about six seconds until the next lap down truck. And there's your first lead lap pitter. That's going to be Nichelle Condor. The question is, he locked it up. Did he get it slowed down in time? He's practically locked into the playoffs in the 2nd position in the standings. So it won't hurt too bad, but it is close, I will say. He was 14 points ahead of Stephen Menke. So, I mean, he could lose out here if he gets a penalty. Be hard to determine. Mike Burnett into the pits as well. Let's take a look at these pit times. That's not what I wanted. I want the other pit stop times. There we go. Mike Burnett in the pits here, and Christopher Burnham in the pits. Matthew Owens, those are your 3 Backroad Bandit teammates. Mike Burnett out of the pits. That was a 42.417. It's John Connor in the pits now, so 42.4 was his pit time. Let's take a look at John Connor's pit stop here. John Connor right there. He had a 16-second stop. Total pit time's going to be a little slower. 42, 43, 8. That's a whole 1.5 seconds slower for John Connor there in pit lane. Where is that going to cycle him out to is the question. Is Mike Burnett going to pass him on the exit of pit lane? He is, and it is a slow stop for John Connor, and he's now trapped behind some lapped cars. And that could be the deciding factor in this race now. As Mike Burnett finds himself almost a second ahead of John Connor after a stop. So John Connor now has some work to do. After a slow stop under green flag conditions. Zack Saunders and Garth Griswold still yet to pit. So you see our pit line, or our pit timers down at the bottom down there. Very, very slow pit for Owens in the 22. Looks like he's got some damage there. Zack Saunders still yet to pit. His last pit stop was on lap 89. So we have to think he can probably make it to about lap 140. reliably. Maybe lap 145, but it's still going to be short. But we are tracking John Connor versus Mike Burnett. A whole second slower on the pit stop, and he now finds himself a second down to Mike. Now, he did gap Mike by about 0.8 in the long run. There's 35 laps to go. So the question's going to be, can he make it up? Looking for his first career win here in the MCRL. After his first career stage win at the end of stage number 2, John Connor has been the class of the field for a majority of this race. It's now just going to come down to if he can do it. Looks like he's caught Zack Saunders' draft here down the straightaway. John Connor looking to the outside with those fresher tires. Saunders is now just hoping and praying for a caution, as they are the first ones to unlap themselves. John Connor is making up some time. He's got 0.6 of an interval now. Let's go ahead and take a look at the battle box. Let's bring up, can we do lap times maybe? Let's do lap times actually. We want the other way. There it is. There's your lap times. So Burnett has lost 0.6 of a second. And the reason we are watching your 5th and 4th place drivers, this is the battle for the lead at the end of the pit cycle here. So Burnett is going to lose another 0.2 there, as he has now closed the gap to a manageable 0.32 seconds. John Connor turns another fast time as they approach the lap car of Sam Bennett there. He's gained another 15 or 0.15 there, as here comes John Connor, the class of the field all day. He's looking to make a pass after a horrible pit stop, to be honest with you. He's to the inside of that 39 truck. This car has been on absolute rails. Absolute rails. Fire that pit crew. It doesn't matter when your driver's this good. When you give him a good truck and you give him some skill, he'll take the lead right back. John Connor to the front of the field, barring any, well, even then, Saunders is still going to have to pit. Oh, they're close there. They're still battling, but John Connor edges out in front here. Mike Burnett back to the bottom of the track, an absolute battle here. Coming to 30 laps to go. Mike Burnett a little faster there, but the 97, he's going to look to turn that car in and get a huge run off of turn 2. Door to door, coming out of turn 2. This is an absolute battle for the lead. I don't know why he keeps liking that view. I don't want that view. And there goes John Connor to the front of the field, folks. He completes the pass. An absolute menace on the track tonight. He is ripping it up. Winner of stage number 2. He just closed a 1.2 second gap in, what, 8 laps? I don't think he had any lap car help there. So, I mean, an absolute drive today by the 97. I mean, class of the field. Everybody else seems to be pretty spread out. We're going to leave it on this battle for now. Pits have definitely spread out the rest of the field there, as we get close to 27 laps to go here in Fort Worth, Texas. Mike Burnett is not going to go down without a fight, however. He wants that number 39 Borden Chevrolet Silverado at the front of the field. Barring any late race shenanigans and barring any late race cautions, these will be your battle for the lead here. As there he goes, he's gapping him again. Welcome to Gapplebees. May I take your order? John Connor drives away from the 39. Let's take a look at what we got back here. We got a nice little pack of 3 trucks. Stephen Menke, Pete Morales, Mark Schrader, and Ben Lawson all battling here. With Menke in the 6th position, that might spell danger for Mike Burnett. He might be just shy of making the playoffs here in split number 1. He'll have 8 more races to do it next split. Starting with Talladega next week. Pete Morales looks to the inside of the 12-car Mark Schrader. .5 laps to go here in Texas. Ryan Tafton, Zack Saunders almost made contact there. At least it looked a bit. John Connor running away now. He's found a half a second on Mike Burnett as his tires are just gone. Mark Schrader catching Austin Runkle lap car there. Pete Morales on the bottom groove. Runkle's going to let them by, looks like. This is your closest battle on the track currently. Got Cameron Romano. He's looking to battle Nate Cadet in front of him there, the 32. They just got lapped. That 800 truck, Cameron Romano. Stares down the back bumper of the 32 Nate Cadet, Daytona 250 winner earlier this season. Mike Burnett trapped behind them as John Connor continues to pull away. This is not what Mike Burnett wants to see. That 97 truck fading into the distance, and on top of that, here comes his teammate of the 83, Chris Burnham, after his stage 2 wreck earlier. He's worked his way back up into the 3rd position. Romano makes the pass on Cadet. Looks like Nashil Condor here is being worked on by Stephen Menke in the 6th truck. This is for the 5th position. Menke dives down into the corner. Is he going to find the pass? Looks like he will. Zack Saunders on the bottom, and the caution is out. The caution is out. We have a wreck. I couldn't tell you what it was for. It may have been on Arnie. Is that his name? Hold on. He looked like he had a lot of damage. He was already pretty slow. Let's go and see if we can back it up and see what may have happened here. It is these two. This is going to be, once again, your race sponsor, Nathaniel Campbell. And, oh, ow. That's all I can say. Ow. And the drama begins, folks. Because here we go. You have to expect some late race pit stops are about to happen, and here they go. Get me the pit timer out. As they come down in to the pits. Let's see who's faster in and out of the box. Mike Burnett or John Connor. Mike Burnett has, I think, the second pit stall. That is an advantage. The 97 truck is in there sideways. Let's see who's going to make it out. Who's going to make it out alive. The 95 truck is taking a gamble. That's Pete Morales. The 97 is going to get beat out by that 39. But neither of them are the control car. Mike Burnett has the long run speed. Pete Morales will be your control car at the front of the field. He's right there, that second car in the SpaceX, number 95. He last pit on lap 127. 127. So barring him going into the pits right now, which we'll have to see if he does, he does. So this will make Mike Burnett your control car with 19 laps to go. Mike Burnett is officially your control car. 19 laps to go. Stephen Menke's found his way into 5th. So I think that even if Mike Burnett wins this race, I think Menke may have him in this overall standings, which I will complete the standings live on air so I can report to you guys just who made it into the playoffs. So we get ready to go back to green. Should be choose cone at the line here. That is the choose cone. John Connor taking the outside groove. Everybody else in front of them getting the wave around. Jim Mott finds his way on the precipice of a top 10, finding himself in the 11th place position here. We're going to go back green. 16 laps to go. 16 laps to go. So we get ready to go back green. Mike Burnett is going to be your control car here on the inside. 16 laps to green, or to checkers. John Connor, Mike Burnett, the two cars that have been in the class of the field since stage 2. Chris Burnham back up there as well after an incident with Nick Vasquez. And the green flag is out. Mike Burnett gets a good jump. Huge jump by Mike Burnett as they get down into turn number 1. Chris Burnham is also going to clear John Connor into turn number 1. He slots in 3rd position. Stephen Menke finds his way into 4th. Back in the picture as well, Zack Saunders. He's going to be close. As that 97 car is obviously faster, he looks to the outside of the 83 already. He's going to drive it down to the inside. He's not going to have any room. He is going to push that 83, though. He's not looking to mess around here. Runs it a little wide into turn number 1. Comes wide out on turn number 2. The 2 cars in front of him are teammates. You have to expect that they're going to be blocking like all heck for each other up there. Nose to tail. The 97 looking for a crossover on the 83. Not going to have it yet. 14 laps to go. Caution is out. Caution is out. Caution is out. William Ranson has crashed. Let's take a look what happened here. And it's going to be the 76. Goes for a spin. Bringing out the caution. No damage. No damage. Mike Burnett and Chris Burnham. They are your top 2 cars here. "13 laps to go. A lot of trucks entering the pit lane there. Might be too little too late for a lot of them, though. John Connor not only has been the class of the field, he is your biggest mover. Plus 21 on the day. Mark Schrader in a close second there. Plus 20 on the day, up from 30th to 10th. Biggest loser of the day. Thomas Villano and Alan Phillips both tied for 23 spots down. A majority of everybody else has gained, to be honest with you. Trey Fraley down 10, Nathaniel Campbell down 11. He's been collected a bunch. Should be coming up to the choose. It should be this time here. We'll have to see, though. I lost track of the laps. Looks like Juice Cone will be next time by. Juice Cone will be this time. We will go back green. 9 laps to go. rest of the field getting ready to stack it up here as we get ready to go green for the 11th time tonight. We'll be coming on 9 laps to go. 9 laps to go here in Texas. Remember to join us Wednesday, 8:15 p.m. EST for the Circuit Cup Series. Should be the Echo Park Automotive 300. That's what it is. It's kind of like the Echo Park Automotive Grand Prix in Texas. However, it's the Echo Park Automotive 300 in Texas. 200 laps around this beautiful Texas Speedway. Absolutely hate this track, not gonna lie to you. I don't like single groove mile-and-a-half tracks, but you got them work tonight. The trucks are always good with turning single groove into double groove, so can't really complain there. And green flag back in the air. Mike Burnett gets a huge jump. The car to watch is going to be that number 97. These guys get sorted out behind them. John Connor has 9 laps to work, well, 8 laps at the line here to work on the 2 teammates in front of him, looking for his first career MCRL win here in the Sportsman Truck Series after winning stage number 2. He's going to find his way underneath the Christopher Burnham. What a move! Front straightaway there. He's not going to be able to clear him here, but that was incredible. He just found space and sent it in there. If he can clear Burnham here, he'll only have 7 laps to work on the 39 truck of Mike Burnett. He's going to clear him here. All clear, blocking down to the grass. He's going to get turned. The 97 gets turned by the 83. The 97 gets turned by the 93. Oh no! Oh no! Battling hard off the bumper of the 83. You could call that play stupid games and win stupid prizes, I guess. I don't know. The question's going to be on race control. If Burnham drove right through his bumper. We'll go back and take a look at it. We'll have to see. We're going to have to go into the very realistic far chase mode here to determine anything as to what happened there. So he's out. Saw him cross over. 97 he just dumped him. That sucks. A near perfect race for the 97 car ruined in the penultimate laps here at Texas. Sad day for John Connor and the 97 team, as it looks like Mike Burnett will now have this one in the bag. Get some help from his teammate, wrecking the fastest car on the track, but what can you expect? Should have a natural green-white checkered here. As Chris Burnham looks like he will get the end-of-line penalty for that incident, which will put the front row battle back to Stephen Menke and Mike Burnett, which honestly this is the worst possible situation that Mike Burnett could have faced, because now the one truck that is challenging him for a playoff is going to be right on his tail with a significant point advantage. So as long as Stephen Menke finishes near the top, Mike Burnett will be eliminated from playoff contention for this split. Granted, we still have 2 splits left of 8 races each. So it's no fret yet. Should be coming to the choose cone next time by here. Should be going green. 2 laps to go. Green, white, checkered, natural style. Now I don't want to jinx anyone yet. That's a top 10 truck right there in the 25, if I'll say. That's a top 10 truck, I'll say. Top tier showing out in a big way tonight. I believe Sam Bennett is still on the track. He is. There he is. Ric Flair. Woo! He's a solid 40 laps down. And there's Bob Baker. Who is that with the messed up right front wheel? The 09. That 09 truck has some significant damage. Sean Derryman. Significant right front. That thing is extremely towed in. Who's going to tell him? That thing is driving sideways. That is true. Look at it. You can see it from here. Sir, your wheel is turned the wrong way. Wow. Choose cone here. Mike Burnett to the inside along with Stephen Menke. Zack Saunders on the outside here. As we get ready to go green here for a green-white checkered, but it's natural. Natural green-white checker here to take us to lap 167. Can they do it, is the question. As my man, John Anik in the UFC says, here we go! Green flag in the air. Mike Burnett leads us to the green flag. 2 laps to go, natural green-white checkered. Will anybody have anything for him? As he gets a massive jump off of turn number 2. He's down to the bottom of the racetrack. Stephen Menke high on the racetrack. Can they make it to the white flag? Henry Kallhoff on the bumper of Stephen Menke. Will that be enough to push him for a chance? White flag in the air, presented by Hollywood Motorsports. This race is official. Henry Kallhoff to the inside of Stephen Menke. Doesn't make it stick. 35 is loose. 3 wide off of 2. Mike Burnett to the bottom of the racetrack, breaking the draft. Stephen Menke in second. Burnett has it. Coming to the line, side by side. Condor gets Griswold. Mike Burnett is your winner, followed by Stephen Menke and Zack Saunders. That's your top 3. Let's take a look at the results once they fully come through here. Mike Burnett, Stephen Menke, Zack Saunders, that's your top 3. Ben Lawson, Henry Kallhoff, round out your top 5. Nikhil Condor, Garth Griswold, and Ryan Taft have great runs today. Along with Cameron Romano, John Connor gets back to 10th after his incident. Jim Mott with a solid 11th place finish as well. Matthew Owens, Nate Cadet, Chris Burnham gets back to 14th after his late race penalty. Joe Gibbons, Pete Morales, Sean Derryman, William Ranson. Finishing on the lead lap is going to be, that's it, William Ranson. Everybody else finishing laps down. Runkle, Vasquez, Schrader, Fraley, Amon, Fraley, Trey Fraley, Baker, Bennett, Campbell, Villano, Higginbottom, Phillips, and Stoll. We're going to go ahead and grab our race winner before we put in the finishing results. Bear with me here. Mike Burnett, is Corey in the booth. You got a copy?
I gotcha.
Congratulations on your win tonight. You and John Connor put on a hell of a show all night. We're going to get the points in right now to see if you are close. Bear with me while I do that. You and Menke were battling there. He might have edged you out.
Yeah, I know it would have been close, and he was right behind me, so
Yeah.
would have been like stage points, and
You
we were close
did.
the whole night.
Yeah, he didn't get stage points in stage 2, and you did. So that would be the determining factor. Let me go ahead and grab all these. Add a stage. Be lap 40 and lap 80 because we finished the stages under green both times. God bless. Let's go ahead and import those suckers. Waiting for the database to load. There we go. And the standings have you edging Menke out on a tiebreaker of most wins.
Wow.
You
I mean, I'll
guys,
take it.
unbelievable, to be honest. Congratulations. You did it.
Thanks.
You guys both scored 274 points in split number 1. You had 3 race wins, so therefore you are going to edge him out as the tiebreaker. So congratulations on your race win tonight, and congratulations on your playoff spot here at the
Nice.
end of the season.
Thank you. Yeah, it feels good to be locked in now and not have to worry about points or anything going forward. Just can keep trying to rack up those wins. So
Yep. The things that'll matter is the 16 races that you have to make to qualify. Although I don't know how we're doing that. That's gonna be weird in trucks. I'm gonna revisit that, so don't take my word on that. Because the
I'll
trucks
be
is
here. So
yeah, the trucks are meant to be like a series that, if somebody joins in split 3, we won't hold that against them. But
all right.
we'll figure a way out around that. But either way, you're locked into the playoffs at the end of the year. Congratulations, 3 wins, 5 top 5s in 5 races that you raced this split. So absolutely unreal performance out of you. Big win tonight as well. How was that battle with John? Because to be honest with you, he had you in the long run.
Oh yeah, for sure. I did. This was one ones where I actually didn't deserve to win. So I kind of just we kept battling back and forth, and I eventually was like, we're just gonna keep slowing each other down, and I wanted to like get away from other people. So I let him go. I knew he was probably faster, and that paid to be true. And then I think we evened out, and I could have got him back, maybe just because of the help of the draft here. It's so powerful, but the lap car has got in the way, and then we got the caution, and then
Yeah,
Chris
cautions bred
and him got
cautions.
together, so it just was downhill from there for him. So I feel bad for him. He probably should have won, but glad I got to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and that honestly, you would have, if you didn't win this race, you wouldn't have made the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
so
I mean,
that was clutch.
that was absolute split 1 finale calamity here in the Sportsman Truck Series. Congratulations. You are locked in, so you don't have to worry about at least, qualifying in the top 3 anymore moving forward. We're going to try and grab everybody else here that also got locked in and then talk to our podium finishers as well. So I'm going to let you go, but congratulations on your win tonight, and congratulations on your playoff run, and good luck here moving forward.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Absolutely. We're gonna go ahead and bring in the opposite end of that. Stephen Menke, you are in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy.
You are edged out on a tiebreaker of wins here in split number 1, unfortunately.
We
Mike
tied in
Burnett,
points.
yep, Mike Burnett edges you out. You guys both had 274 points at the end of the split, and he had 3 wins, so he is gonna edge you for this
Damn.
split. But good news is you don't have to battle him next split. You know, it looks like
that's good.
you, Greg, or you, Henry, and Noah, and John. Honestly, John was fantastic tonight. Are going to be the eyes on the prize next split. We'll take a look here. So, how did your race go overall? Because I mean, you seems like you went back to front a couple of times.
No, yeah, I thought we had a fast truck. Then we got up there. I thought we had a good long run truck too. We were catching those leaders on the what was that first stage, and then I guess me and Saunders got together. They're saying it's a huge net code. I haven't gone back to look at it yet.
Massive. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
a massive net code. We had 2 massive net codes. That one, and then Jim Mott on Hayden Higginbotham. There was 2 massive, like almost half a car length of net code between you and Saunders and him and Hayden. So I mean, net code was out in droves tonight.
Jeez, yeah, yeah. I think I had like 3.5 of optional after that one, and that took me out of the points for the second stage, or else I would have been up there to get second stage points, and maybe would have edged them out. But yeah, rough second stage, and then third stage we were able to come back and be up there with the guys again.
Yeah, it's and again, nothing you can do about the playoffs now, but congratulations on your great run tonight. I mean, it was fantastic watching you go back and forth and battling, and just if to be honest with you, if John would have won the race, you probably would have made the playoffs. I mean, it was that close. So unfortunate for you, but you know, you're a constant threat up there, winning last week in the Cup Series at Martinsville. I don't think you'll have any problem making the playoffs here in the next couple of splits.
No, I'm not too worried about it. I was hoping I would get in this time so I could take a few weeks off, but guess we'll keep chugging ahead. There's a few fun tracks coming up though, Talladega and Kansas, so I'm excited for those.
Talladega, Kansas, Darlington. It's a schedule's juicy schedule. Love me some Darlington. It's my favorite track, my hometown track. Love that. Talladega is always a shit show.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun next week. We get a nice off week baked in there too at Dover, Dover week. So, well, congratulations on your top 3 finish, and sad about the playoffs, but you'll be back. I'm sure you'll be up there. So.
Yeah, appreciate it. No,
Alrighty.
we'll see you Wednesday. I'm excited for Wednesday.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm excited as well. It looks like it's racing well. Next Gen's actually raced pretty fun here on the sim. Not in real life, but in the sim it's pretty fun. So should be a good race Wednesday. So all right, good luck, my friend. Thank you for coming out. We'll see you next time.
Thank you. We'll see you.
The show Condor, this is Corey up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey Corey, how's it going?
Hey, congratulations. You have secured a spot in the playoffs here after a pretty dominant, I would say. You and Saunders pretty much had it locked in going into tonight, and you know, barring any major grievances, but it looks like you kept it on the track, and you, sir, have secured your spot in the playoffs at the start of the well, I guess it'd be split 4, so you got a long time to just worry about racking up some playoff points.
Yeah, pretty much. Honestly, yeah, coming into this race, we didn't have a great setup, and it was kind of stressful because I missed the start of the race. So, yeah, I was just trying to stay ahead of Steven, and I guess Noah wasn't in the race. So
yeah, he was in Greece.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it.
yeah, he's long ways away. We knew from last week he wasn't going to be here tonight. So, yeah, going in tonight, the storyline was you keep it on the track, and then the battle between Menke and Burnett for the last spot, which came down to a tie, and the tiebreaker went and wins to Burnett. So already some calamity here in split number 1, which means it's just going to get tighter now, to be honest with you. going into the next
Absolutely.
split. We got all kinds of great tracks. We got three really good tracks coming up. We got Talladega, Kansas, and Darlington. How you feel about your chances about getting some extra stage and wins there for some playoff points?
Yeah, I think the big thing for me is just winning races and stages because I feel like I was always like second or third most races like in terms of raw speed. So I think if I can just break out and win like one or two races and just kind of put myself in a position to really just have a bunch of playoff points where I'm not have to worry about, uh, collecting a ton of points in the round of 12 and split four, I think that'll be great for me. And yeah, I don't know.
Absolutely. I mean, you got 16 races now that you can just relax, and that's nice, right? You can just focus on, if there's tracks that are doubling up, that'll be in the playoffs. You can focus on, learning things there. You can focus on, like I said, hunting those playoff points. You don't have to worry about track position at the end of the race anymore. You can worry about getting those stage wins at road courses and whatnot. So, a lot of different strategy at play now that you can throw into your pocket being locked into the playoffs. So, congratulations once again. Dominant first split, finishing second with a total of 283 points. So that was to the
Ooh.
good by 9 points over Mike and Steven. So
Oh, so
congratulations.
I was pretty close to the cutoff then.
Yeah, like I said, if you would have had a disastrous night, it could have played poorly, but you just kept it in where you needed to be, and you're good to go.
I'll tell you what, there was a chance. I was like the 15th fastest truck most of the evening, so
Well, it worked out at the end of the day, and you really can't complain, I'd
yep,
say. So, alrighty, congratulations once again, and good luck next week at Talladega.
yep. See you then.
And last but not least, bringing in our final playoff driver who has absolutely wiped the scales of everybody else. We got Mr. Zack Saunders. How's it going tonight, sir?
It's going good. I'm currently trying to find a spot where apparently netcoded Mr. Menke, but
Oh yeah, you did. It was bad. It was bad.
that's so I've been told.
Yeah, there was about half a car length between your car and his car. The same thing happened with my dad and Hayden Higginbotham. They were also like about a half a car length. So the net code was out in droves tonight. So I'm gonna note that for
Yeah, I didn't think I was that close to him, and
you
by the
weren't.
time I
No, your
noticed,
car was straight.
when
That's the
I
sad
noticed
thing.
the front end of his truck take off, I just hit the brake.
Yeah, it was
I
it was
was
really
like,
bad.
and
So
then we got each other there towards the end of the race. Almost the same incident happened off the off of two there. We're like a deja vu moment right there. So
yeah. Now I do want to throw some stats at you here for a second. So you were 108 points, total points ahead of second place in split number one. So when I say you had an absolutely dominant split number one, there was nobody close to you. You had 105 stage points, 391 total points. Second place in split number one was 283 points. So how do you continue your dominant run here? As you continue to look to rack up some playoff points and some race wins moving forward.
I mean, just continue the run, right? It's pretty simple as that. I mean, just have good races and and stay out of the trash, especially coming to Talladega.
Whew.
Everyone knows it. It's gonna happen.
Yep.
You just can't be in it.
Yeah,
So
we're lucky that both split one and split two start off with super speedways. So, can't
uh,
really might as well get them over with, I guess, because I think after this we only have one more. I'm gonna double check that.
yeah, it's
I think
yeah.
we
I
have
mean, just
Talladega in the playoffs. Yep, Talladega in the playoffs, and that's it. That's
yeah.
our
So
last super speedway.
it's just I mean, really continue the momentum from Atlanta. Really is where it started.
Yep.
Getting the first win, and then getting pretty lucky on the Bristol win, and then getting the Dakota win, which I kind of seen it coming, but I'm not gonna be that guy. So
We got
uh,
we got a lot of fun tracks coming up here. Kansas and Darlington after Talladega, and then North Wilkesboro on the schedule as well. How do you think you fare at those tracks?
Kansas. I do believe I won that race at the end of last season, so feeling really good there. That was on fixed setup, so I know I've got pretty good speed when it comes to Kansas. Darlington, love Darlington. It's just a fun track. It's something completely different from any other track this year. So, and then same thing for North Wilkesboro. I mean, it's small, tight, boring basically. So, I mean, I'm really excited for these next 3 tracks, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Dominant performance. That's all I really got to say. You got what, third place tonight as well on top of that. So, can't complain about that. So podium plus playoff berth. So congratulations on that. And yeah, we'll see you next week at Talladega. Well, I guess we'll see you Wednesday at Texas again. So
Yeah, yeah. So, hopefully, I got some good luck from the trucks going on there. I really was really confident on the long run. So, we'll see if we got the speed Wednesday.
yeah, absolutely. Alrighty. Congratulations. We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
That's going to wrap up split number 1 here for the Sportsman Truck Series. Go ahead and bring up the schedule real quick. Just kind of give you guys a rundown real quick of what split number 2 looks like. So the split points will be reset. Everybody will go back to 0. There is a running total for the entire season. I know there's some people that were confused about that. So there is a running total. So I'll explain one more time how it works. I've got my mouse here. So this was split 1 here. We just finished that. Split 2, we've got Talladega, Kansas, Darlington, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Gateway, Motorsports, so Canadian Tire, and Nashville Superspeedway. Those will be the next 8 races. At the end of this, the top 3 drivers from these 8 races will also qualify for the playoffs. We'll then re-rack it one more time. Everybody will go back to 0 once again, and we'll run Chicago, Pocono, IRP, The Rock, Richmond, Milwaukee, Watkins Glen, and Nashville Fairgrounds for split number 3. The top 3 from these 8 races will also advance to the playoffs, making our playoff grid 12. And then at the end of, or 9, sorry, making our playoff grid 9. And then at the end of all of this, also at the end of this, the top 3 drivers remaining in total points from all 24 regular season races, so 3 wildcard drivers, will also make the playoffs. And that will be 12 playoff drivers. For Bristol, Kansas, Talladega, we'll eliminate 3 Auto Club, or we'll eliminate 4. Auto Club, Homestead, Martinsville, we'll eliminate 4. And then we'll take it to Phoenix with our championship 4. So that's how we're getting there. We've secured our first 3 drivers. We will now re-rack the points, send them off to Talladega next week. Obviously, there will be a running total in the back through all of this, but we're not worrying about that probably till split 3. Re-rack them. Next 8 races, everybody gets a clean slate. We'll have at it. Alrighty, guys. That's going to be it. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Exciting racing, exciting split. 1 complete 8 races, 1/4 of the way through the season. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for everyone for watching, and have a fantastic night.